As the mom and caregiver of someone with a rare disease, motherhood doesn't look too different. There's still bedtime routines, although they might include trach care and breathing treatments. My son still goes to school, although he can't go unless there's a nurse by his side. There's still coffee dates with friends, although they might happen on the floor of an oncology unit in a children's hospital. And there's still self-care. Nights binging Netflix, eating caramels after a 2-week stay in the hospital and you really haven't slept.
I have a rare disease called CVST, which is cerebral venous sinus thrombosis. A mouthful, simply to say I have a blood clot in my brain. The chance of having a CVST is less than 1%. Once you've had a single occurrence, that percentage raises to 7%. It's still pretty rare. It's been very challenging navigating having a rare disease, mostly because of the fact that when there's not enough research about your condition, clinical decisions are often guesswork. The condition you have is often life-threatening. You never really want to make a guess. It's also hard to get diagnoses for rare diseases. I was sent home a couple times before they finally found the blood clot. So it's always scary.
I was diagnosed in 2015 with acral lentiginous melanoma. It would be another year before I understood that acral melanoma is a very rare cancer and accounts for only 2 to 3% of all melanomas each year. It would be another 5 years before I understood that most people are diagnosed in later stages. I wish those who had cancer were not blamed for having the cancer. In the year after my melanoma, I was told so many times that the reason I had melanoma was because I used a tanning bed, or because I had been outside, or because I was active as an outdoors person. There's no reason to blame a person for having cancer. People get cancer. That's it. People get cancer.
My son Emmett is affected by a rare disease, and I am his full-time caregiver. Navigating a rare disease is super tough just because of the limited amount of information and support that's out there. Every day is an adventure. You're just really doing the best you can with what you have. There's no playbook for this. You're really literally making it up as you go along.
Motherhood's isolating, ask anybody. But motherhood, in context of a rare disease and caring for someone with one, is exceptionally isolating. And as my son's mom, it's my job to tell the story of him and the things that he experiences and the things that our family experience, so that the world can be a little more welcoming of people like him.
Something I wish people knew that I feel like they don't is that there's just as much of an emotional toll as there is a physical one when you're dealing with a rare disease. There's a lot of unknowns and elements that are scary, and when it's in regards to your life, it has quite an impact. Yes, that people can be a champion for those with a rare disease is, in my mind, it's little things, but for another person, it could be big things or significant things to them. Each person handles a rare disease differently. And so simply asking what you need and saying, okay, I can give you what you need, I can help you, that means so much. It really does.
Those who want to help their friends who have rare diseases can just be there to listen, actively listen, not be there to try to solve a problem, not be there to offer words of wisdom, and definitely not to be there to offer medical advice. We just need friends and family to listen to us.
It is just so mentally, physically, and emotionally exhausting all the time. And how people can champion those of us affected by a rare disease is knowing that we need research to persist for cures or treatments to help make life easier for those affected by a rare disease. Rare diseases deserve research just as much as any cancer or any chronic illness out there. Just because they're rare doesn't mean that they don't matter and that they're not important. There are people and patients in need of help. And so we want to be heard and we want to be involved in that process to make life better for all of us.